Hey folks, Jason, JTL, Painfully Honest Tech. Today I want to talk to you about something magical. I'm going to give you a painfully honest review of the Apple Airpods. Now I know. The Airpods have been out for a long time. I wanted to review them when they came out, but they were back ordered 2 to 3 months. I never was able to get a copy, a set. They were back ordered for months. I never even saw any in the wild until just recently. And honestly, salesmanship is really sneaky. I went into the Verizon store to get the iPhone 8 Plus, thinking, I'm just going in and out. If they got it, I'm going to get it. I'm going to take it. We're going to go. What did they have sitting there at the desk that I was going to use to get my iPhone? Airpods. It's just like going to the grocery store and having to walk by the candy bars or anything else. National Enquirer, all that kind of stuff. I couldn't resist. I said, I'll take the AirPods too. And so I did. And to tell you the truth, Apple likes to use the word magical a lot. I think they use it a lot more than they should. But this, my friends, is magical. I'm sorry, but when it comes to ease of use, freaking game over, man. Game over. This is just too good. You open up the thing, and I never really understood exactly how much this looked like a dental floss box until I bought them. But they are pretty darn slick. Now, if you want a quick and easy way to remember how to put them in, the flat side goes toward the back of your ear, like that. And when you put them in, they make this little sound. Ba-dong. It says, I'm working, and then your phone lights up again. It's magical. I'm sorry. I've tried a lot of headphones. If you are new to the channel, you would not know that most of what I've done on this channel up until maybe the last year or so has been headphone and audio related, gaming wise, as well as just regular audio. So I have reviewed a lot of headphones. I think I have my playlist of gaming headset reviews is like more than 30 videos long. So I know what I'm talking about when it comes to headphones. One thing about wireless headphones, wireless earbuds like these, or wireless headphones at all, I mean, if you've used them, they are sometime during a week's worth of use, they will get all wacky and you won't be able to get them to connect, and it'll be super annoying and you'll be frustrated and you'll want to throw them somewhere. But at least with these, you can find them with your iCloud account. But these things, in the week and a half that I've used them, they just frickin' work. And that has just blown me away. In all honesty, I've got the iPhone 8, I've got the Note 8, and I've used the iPhone 8 Plus more, and I think one of the reasons that I've used the iPhone 8 Plus more has a lot to do with how easy it is to use these AirPods. Now, this doesn't excuse Apple having taken away the headphone jack, and I'll tell you why. Fit, finish, build, ease of use, all that stuff, these AirPods are just really unbelievable. However, when you start to talk about sound, you hit a little roadblock, you hit a little speed bump. They don't sound bad, okay? Let's get that out of the way. They don't sound bad, but at the same time, these are not audiophile headphones. Let me explain. When you're listening just casually, you got podcast on, or you're walking to and from your car. These are the times that I use headphones. All that stuff sounds great. It sounds fine. There's not as much isolation with these as I tend to prefer with headphones, but maybe that's a good thing, because then you can't get run over by a car or somebody riding a bike, as has many times almost happened to me. But just don't think that you're going to get like active noise cancellation with these guys in there. Okay? The sound is not like, like a straight line just flat, clinical. There's a bump. There's a bump in the bass, and while that makes the sound more fun, one thing about this particular bump in the bass is that it tends to be a little less defined than it needs to be. So the bass is just a little fluffy. And when you've got sort of fluffy, ill-defined bass in the mid bass and the lows, it tends to creep up and cover a lot of the other sounds. So these are not crystal clear pin drop kinds of headphones. They are okay sounding. They are fun sounding. And if you're not somebody who really cares a ton about the way your headphones sound, then these are the best wireless earbuds if you use an Apple device that you could ever hope to own. Ever. If you don't have an Apple device, they will work. But I've tried them with the Note 8, and it doesn't work as well. There's not that magical boom, and then they're, you got to connect them and you got to do the whole thing. And it works. They work more like regular Bluetooth headphones, which is to say they are annoying and they don't stay connected as well, and it's frustrating. So let's sum up. AirPods, dental floss. I don't know how they made these and made them work as well as they do. This is one of the reasons why Apple wins all the time, right? I'm sorry. Apple does win a lot of the time. And the AirPods are an example why. If you're somebody who's more discerning about the sound of your headphones, these may not be the headphones for you. You may want to look elsewhere. There are Bluetooth earbuds all over the place, and I haven't tried a lot of the new crop yet. I tried the ear-in earbuds, and they were a hot mess. They wouldn't stay connected to each other. They would drop. One ear would go out, and then it would come back, and then they would be out of sync. It was a disaster. Compared to the ear-in headphones that I tried a year or two ago, these AirPods are unbelievable. Are they worth $150? For everything about how they work? Yes. Judging them only by how they sound? Probably not. But that is up to you to decide, really, if the sound and the convenience, like which weighs more. I've been using them a lot, and I've been enjoying hearing them. I've been enjoying having them work whenever they need to work. I'm going to say overall, I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10. If they sounded a little bit better, the sound stage is a little closed. As I said, a little bit of a muffly bass, mid-low bass thing happening that just seems to cover up a lot of the other sound. It's not terrible, but it's not the best I've ever heard. So 8 out of 10, maybe 7.5 out of 10. I'd give them one more notch if they sounded better. But they don't sound bad. Anyway, does that make any sense at all? Thanks for being here. My name's Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This is Painfully Honest Tech, and this has been my attempt at a painfully honest review of the Apple AirPods. I'm going to do a comparison of the AirPods and the EarPods here this week as well, and I think the result might surprise some of you. The EarPods are much maligned, but I have some things to say. So we'll talk later on in the week. In the meantime, if you want to know when that's happening, hit the bell notification icon, hit the subscribe button, like this video, do the things that the YouTubers tell you to do. We are your masters. Thanks for being here. Till the next time, my name is Jason, sometimes known as the JTL. This has been Painfully Honest Tech. Till the next time, I'm out.